Good afternoon and welcome to the Windsor Star's Net News at Noon. I'm Craig Pearson with Don McArthur, bringing you the best from the paper and the web. Windsor Police Officer Colin Little, already convicted under the Customs Act for smuggling alcohol, now faces 16 new charges under the Police Services Act, a hearing heard this morning, including insubordination, committing deceit, and discreditable conduct.
Okay, congratulations, Windsor. You voted and you made a difference. We all voted the Pepsi
Absolutely.
Refresh contest and the local Humane Society. It's unofficial right now, but they're the winners of $100,000 through this contest that depended on internet votes. And if they do win, it becomes official. They're going to hold a press conference this afternoon. They're going to use it on a new spay and neuter clinic. And as well, kudos at the St. Anne's School and all the people who voted for them. Right now, they're the unofficial winners in the same contest of $10,000.
Yeah, I think they want to use that to spruce up their playground. But anyway, I think it's great when the community votes that much and helps two local charitable groups get what they wanted. Anyway, a former Windsor subcontractor has been nailed for evading income taxes. Patrick Allen Scott has 6 months to pay a fine of $65,000, which adds up to all the unpaid taxes and 150% of the GST.
The tax man. You
Yeah.
gotta watch out for the tax man. Wanted one original minivan, folks. The Windsor Community Museum, they're seeking one of the original Magic vans that rolled off the line back in 1983. Now, in Jeff Bolachowski's story today, local 444 boss Rick Laporte is quoted, and he said, like back in the 80s, then when this thing rolled off the line, none of the Chrysler workers wanted it. They thought it looked like a matchbox, and they said that this thing would never fly. And, history proved otherwise, and it's one of the most popular vehicles on the planet. So,
I hope the museum gets it. That would be great. Just for the record, there is one on display, though, at least sometimes. That's at the Canadian Transportation Museum and Heritage Village on Honor Town Line.
Okay, well, there's got to be enough to go around, I suppose.
That's right.
And still with auto. Coming up later today, CAW National President Ken Lowenza, he's going to be giving a Rotary talk at the Caboto Club on the state of the automotive industry. The title of his talk is Continued Crisis or Economic Renewal, with a question mark there. What's at stake in the automotive industry? We're going to be covering it, so make sure you check back for details.
Fire crews were kept pretty busy on the weekend battling blazes, including one that took 30 firefighters 8 hours to contain on Malden Road. As bad as it was around here, because there was more than just that, it wasn't as bad as over in Detroit. 169 fires they battled throughout the 3-day Devil's Night weekend, and that's 50 more than last year. So
it's good to avoid Detroit on Devil's Night. I think it's
I would think
a
so.
rule to live by, folks.
Yeah.
And turning to sports here, the Spits they won back-to-back road games on the weekend, and they've extended their season-high winning streak to 3 games. And it turns out they're going to have to, if they do repeat as Memorial Cup champs, they're going to be doing it without Taylor Hall. The Oilers made it official that Taylor Hall, exactly, he's going to stay up in the bigs for the rest of the season. Bit of a slow start, but he's been going guns a-blazing lately, and he has 2 goals and 5 assists. So no Taylor Hall for the Spits, but onwards and upwards for him.
Bad for us, but good for him.
Exactly.
And in local boxing action, Andre Gorges of the Border City Boxing Club won the North American Boxing Association's welterweight belt on the weekend. He beat Leonardo Tyler in a split decision at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Big fight.
Yeah, wow, good for him. Pearson, you got a challenge coming up, I think.
That's right. I'm joining something called Do the Math Challenge. It's a province-wide initiative. It's a poverty awareness thing, and the idea is participants show up today at the downtown Mission, and we buy a bag or 2 of food bank groceries and try to live on just that for 3 to 5 days to get an idea of the difficulties with that, and maybe spread the word a little bit.
Yeah, and at the end of this, you're going to write maybe a first person about
Yeah,
what
I
it
think
was
that's
like,
what I think. I'm thinking of doing that. Yeah. Talking about it.
And what about all your son's Halloween candy? How's that going to...
Yeah, well, that's what I'm questioning is the timing of it, right? It comes the day after Halloween. I'm trying to fill up on chocolate as much as I can before I start.
Okay, that starts today?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck.
Well, thank you.
With that good cause. And folks, remember, later on tonight, City Council, one thing on the agenda, Council is expected to decide whether or not to go for a recount there in Ward 2, where Jonesy beat John Elliott by just 3 votes. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Online and on your porch, we are the Windsor Star.